Luo Hongwu came back to Kaili. 12 years had gone by. 12 years since he last saw her mysterious smile. The city felt like home, but also strange, covered in a fog of time and regret. He walked the streets like a ghost, lost in his memories. Kaili was a city of secrets and shadows, a place where the past stuck to the present like dew on grass. Luo Hongwu felt her everywhere, in the sound of the leaves, in the smoke from the food stalls. He left Kaili to escape, to run from the pain of her being gone. But you can't run from your ghosts. They hide in your mind, waiting to come back. Her name was Wan Chiwen, a name that echoed through the corridors of his mind, a name that played in his heart like a forgotten song, a melody that lingered long after the music had stopped. They met when they were young, their love growing like the flowers in spring, vibrant and full of promise. Wan Chiwen was different from anyone he'd ever met, a mystery wrapped in an enigma. She was strong and quiet, wrapped in mystery that pulled him in and scared him at the same time. Her presence was both a comfort and a challenge. Her eyes were deep, like they held the universe's secrets, a depth that he could never fully fathom. Their love was strong, everything. It was a force that bound them together, an unbreakable bond. A whirlwind that swept them both away, a storm that they embraced with open arms. But their time together was short, like cherry blossoms in the wind, beautiful yet fleeting. She vanished as quickly as she arrived, leaving a hole in his heart, a void that could never be filled. He never knew why she left, only that the pain made him leave Kaili. The memories haunted him, a ghost that followed him wherever he went. Now, he walked the twisting streets of Kaili, looking for a ghost. The city was alive with the hum of night, the distant sounds of laughter and music echoing through the labyrinthine alleys. He felt a chill in the air, a reminder of the past that haunted him. He chased shadows and whispers, hoping to see her face in the crowd. Every fleeting glance, every turn of a head made his heart race with anticipation, only to be met with disappointment. The faces blurred together, none of them hers. Each dead end, each stranger made him feel worse. The cold stares of strangers felt like daggers, piercing his hope. He wondered if he was chasing a dream, a figment of his imagination. The city was a maze of small alleys and busy markets, the opposite of the quiet he had found when he left. The chaos around him contrasted sharply with the stillness he felt inside, a stillness that came from years of longing and regret. He was lost, a stranger in his hometown. The familiar streets now felt foreign. The places he once knew now seemed distant and unreachable. He wandered aimlessly, hoping to find a trace of her, a sign that she was still there. Time had put lines on his face, showing the years and the sadness he kept inside. Each wrinkle told a story of a moment lost, a memory cherished, a love that never faded. But his memory of her was clear, untouched by time. Her laughter, her smile, the way she looked at him with those eyes full of love, all of it was as vivid as the day they met. He looked for her in the tea houses they used to go to, in the park where they first kissed. Each place held a piece of their story, a fragment of their shared past. But all he found were memories, whispers of a lost love. The photographs, the mementos, the echoes of their time together, they were all that remained. And as he stood there, surrounded by the ghosts of his past, he realized that some things are never truly lost, only transformed by time. One night, as the rain fell sadly, Luo Hongwu stood outside an old movie theater. The flickering sign made a strange light on the wet street. He found this theater while wandering, drawn to its faded beauty and the promise of escape. It felt familiar, like he'd been there before, in another life. Inside, the smell of old carpet and film filled the air. He bought a ticket for a movie he didn't know, wanting comfort in the moving pictures. But as the movie played, he saw it was a story like his own. A story of lost love, missed chances, and memories that wouldn't go away. The camera stayed on a woman's face, hidden by shadows and rain. But Luo Hongwu knew her. A shiver went down his back. The movie was one long shot, the camera moving smoothly through the streets of Kaili, mixing past and present, real and dream. Luo Hongwu was pulled into the movie, his own memories mixing with the pictures. He saw himself in the main character, a man haunted by a lost love. He saw Wan Qiwen in the mysterious woman, her face both familiar and strange. The line between real and fake disappeared, the theater fading as he went back in time, back to the Kaili of his youth, back to Wan Qiwen. The rain kept falling, a steady beat against the window. Each drop seemed to echo the rhythm of his thoughts, a constant reminder of the passage of time. Luo Hongwu sat in the dark theater long after the movie ended. The flickering screen had gone dark, but the images lingered in his mind, blending with his memories. He wasn't sure what was real and what was a dream. The lines between reality and imagination had blurred, leaving him in a state of perpetual confusion. Did he imagine it all? The faces, the places, the emotions. They all felt so vivid, yet so distant. Was the theater just in his mind, because he missed Wan Qiwen so much? Her absence was a void that filled his every waking moment, a shadow that haunted his dreams. Or had he found a door to another world, where time and memory met? A place where the past and present intertwined, creating a tapestry of moments that defied logic. He left the theater and stepped back into the rainy streets of Kaili. The rain was a constant companion, washing away the remnants of his confusion. The city felt different now, full of a strange magic, a sense of possibility. Every corner seemed to hold a secret, every shadow a story waiting to be told. He wasn't looking for answers anymore, wasn't searching for a way to make sense of it all. The questions that once plagued him had lost their urgency. He wasn't trying to solve the mystery of Wan Qiwen's disappearance. Instead, he found solace in the uncertainty, a peace in the not knowing. He accepted the not knowing, the mystery of his own memory. In that acceptance, he found a new kind of freedom, a release from the chains of his past. Luo Hongwu kept walking. His steps easier now, his heart feeling peaceful. He realized that looking for Wan Qiwen wasn't about finding her, but about finding himself. The journey was long and hard, but it brought him back to himself, to a place of understanding. He kept the memory of Wan Qiwen with him, not as something heavy, but as a reminder of how powerful love can be. As he walked into the misty streets of Kaili, Luo Hongwu knew his journey wasn't over. The search for love, for meaning, for connection, never ends. And sometimes the best things we find aren't what we're looking for, but the mystery of what we don't know.